Cheers, thank you for that, Martin. Good morning, everybody. It's Esco Downsworth Community Scale Model Club. Mr Martin Radforth.
Hello.
You're alright, mate. Martin, we had a chat last night and I asked you if you wanted to ask any specific questions and you said no.
That's correct.
Are you still on that?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay. Alright then, mate.
I was in the army, by the way, if you want to.
We will be getting on to that. You joined club on the 2nd of June 2018. So 18, 19, 20, 21. So 3 years service.
Yeah.
And you very rarely miss, mate.
That's right.
Even though you work that god awful shift, don't you?
Yeah, I finish at midnight.
Is that every day?
5 nights a week.
You finish at midnight?
Pretty much every Friday, anyway.
Yeah, because sometimes when I'm just getting ready for bed, my phone starts pinging and, oh, is it? It's you, mate.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Martin Radforth, been with us for 3 years and an exemplary builder, got to say, and knocks kits out literally for fun. I've also got to say that I think you turn them around really, really quickly.
Yeah, I do.
But it is all small scale, but we'll get on to that.
Yeah.
Martin, where are you from, mate? Where do you live?
I live in Barnsley.
What, in town?
Well, Addersley, near the bowling club.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Okay, so what's your journey time? I didn't think that you lived that far. What are you looking at, 25 minutes?
Yeah, about 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay. So, questions. So I've got, you know how this works, mate. And we've got a bit of a league table at the minute on who's leading Spotlight Star. And I think it's Andy Norfolk at the minute.
How does that work on likes?
Yeah, on likes, mate. No, on views.
Can I take views off?
Martin, how long have you been at hobby, mate?
Oh, since I was about, I don't know, 16, no, earlier than that, so 14 or something like that.
But you were in the army?
Yeah, but sort of on and off. I did a bit in the army, that's more Warhammer, war game.
What, even when you were abroad?
Yeah.
Did you? How did you manage that?
Oh, I was in Germany for 12 years, so...
Were you really?
3 years in each camp, so, you know...
I did not know that. Wow, chuffing. How did you learn any language, mate?
Yeah. First, yeah, I did.
Yeah. You know when kids see somebody that's like from a different country and they go, what's F off in Spanish?
Yeah.
What the mess? Yeah. So 14, 15 and... But what, so you're saying that you hadn't had a break? Have you like...
Oh yeah, I've had breaks for decades.
Alright, okay.
And then, you know, obviously like most...
So how long have you been doing it now?
4 years.
That's only just, that's shorter than me.
Yeah, so it's...
How long have you been doing it for? 5 years?
How many?
5.
Oh, it's 45.
5? Only 5?
Yeah, so it'd be, not long before I went to the club, I think.
And how long was, so when you started again in
The club?
Yes, how long was your break before then, mate? Was it a long break?
Yeah, easy 25 years or so.
So what made you go, do you know what? I want to build again.
Nothing. At Christmas,
Right.
I opened a present from my wife,
Right.
and there was the Airfix Afghanistan Lynx and Snatch vehicle pack.
But you must have told her at some point that you used to build models.
No?
No. What? How did she know that?
She might have seen the figures, because I've had some figures from the Warhammer and that. But no other plastic at all in the house, nothing.
Never talked about it?
No, it's completely gone out of my mind.
Really?
Yeah, it's more of a kid's thing. You do things as a kid, you don't, you know.
So it's and it's a Christmas present.
Yeah, it just tips up and that, I was like...
So you opened it, I mean I know I'm pushing on memory here mate, but you opened it up and what?
I was like, wow, how did you know? That sort of thing.
That must have been amazing.
It was, yeah. I
think if I'd have dropped out at hobby for 20 years and my missus had done that to me, it'd have been like, oh my God, that's just, yeah. And right, so when you got back into it then, Mark, so originally when we're young and we paint and we're using those little tinlets of like, is it humble enamel and stuff?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you get this kit at Christmas and you think, chuffing hell, that's brilliant. But did you instinctively then think, and back to little tinlets of enamel. Did you think I would have to YouTube this now and see how it's moved on?
I think it comes with those little trial pots of paints.
Yeah.
They're acrylic.
Yeah.
But the kit itself's all still in the box, and I thought, I've got to do something else to learn again before I even do this, just to make it right for her. Because
that's very endearing.
And I've got to make a good job of it. Really.
So did you do it in end?
No, I still haven't done it.
Are you kidding? Merry Christmas. Give it to me, I'll box it up for you. I'll re-wrap it up for you.
Yeah, so I did actually go with her to a train shop.
Right.
And because you're looking around for things, and we got some of them tinlets and all that.
Right.
And I think the guy was sort of not doing very well, so I bought more than what I should have really.
Yeah.
So I helped him out. And then I never used them again.
But you don't use those now though, do you? What do you use now?
Tammy.
So how did you go from that to that? Was it just research, or you asking questions, or what it cost you kind of
the club. No, yeah, it was a club, because from getting that kit, then I thought, well, what's the easiest things? Oh yeah, it's perfect start kits. Come with a paint, come with a brush, make them, paint them, done. And then at the club, I was still doing those. And then I seen everybody else, people are using Tammys and this and that, and it's airbrushing this, and that looks difficult.
Right.
I'm not doing it.
Right.
And then there was a bit of a phase at the club where I think Bart Sharp came on.
Yes.
Well, that's not a bad price either, because I was looking at the original airbrush, and I think, £400.
Yeah.
Way. And they were on the line. And
so then you got, we'll get onto that question in a bit actually, I will get to that. I want to continue with your earliest memories now. I know that you're 21 with a bit of VAT on top for your age.
Yeah, that's about 35.
Yeah, so have you got any memories of your first build, or just can't remember that? So not the one that...
No, I can't.
What about when you were a kid? What can you remember building as a kid?
I know where it first started. Somehow, my granddad had already built kits that were hanging up in his cellar.
Right.
Which was also the coal cellar.
Right.
So this is a very long time ago, so God knows where he got them and built them, because that must have been very, very start of modelling in general. And he was a coal miner. Coal mining science.
Yeah.
So he used to let me take them around with me. So that would be where that came from.
Yeah.
And it sort of whittled on from there. As to the first kit, I seem to remember a Lancaster and fingerprints all over the windows and blurred windows.
Happy days, mate.
Smells and stinks of...
It don't really matter though when you're that age, does it?
Paraffin or whatever it was, I cleaned the brushes.
Any military connection? So you were in the army, what did you do?
I was a driver.
A driver?
32 years.
You were in for 32 years?
12 years regular. Then I got the big boot for to be redundant. and 20 years in the TA.
That's incredible.
Wow, it's good.
I was just going to say, what it and enjoy. Matt, you don't put 32 years into summer, right? We are enjoying it, do you?
Oh, no.
So you must have loved it,
Well, it was hard work.
Or was it just a job?
No, it depended where you were. The first 3 years were like, just on the piss.
Yeah.
They were just wasted years.
Right.
And then I got married, settled down, another regiment, work hard, get promoted, and then you move on to another one, continues, and then they kick you out. And then I learned.
When you move regiments, do they say, we want volunteers, or do they say,
no,
Radford, you go into...
The cause, you can put in a preference to move after 3 years. Oh, the one that you took. So you write your 3 preferences, goes away manning records, and then you get the answer back, oh, you can go there, and then off you go. But with
so how many times did you do that?
3 times, 12 years.
Is it like
one?
Is it a big upheaval?
Yeah, whole family.
All the family, schools, everything.
Yeah, everything. Big changes.
We are just coming out of, well, we're not coming out of it, are we? COVID. I'm going to talk about it because it's relevant. COVID, do you think it's affected hobby, mate?
Yeah, a lot of it's gone online. In fact, most of it has.
Is that a bad thing for you? Are you a shop? Are you like to go to a shop?
Not really. I buy the stuff I want offline, or the club. Yeah, the club. It's like I bring them by sometimes.
There's no one today, mate, is there?
No, I bought it all.
Oh, right, okay. I've just done vlog. I'm like filming. Oh, we've got an empty table. Have you bought stuff today?
I don't know off Alistair, but I worked that out a while ago.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
But COVID, right? So COVID, we couldn't hold the club for like 16 meetings.
I missed that. But then again, so that was also online. You can still, there's a lot more chat online during the COVID.
Yeah.
And buying stuff, if COVID hadn't been on, it wouldn't be as big a thing online, would it? So that's taken off.
Yeah, so I get you, yeah.
So you know more of what's going on and where things are.
So we're talking about every cloud.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I like that. Good answer. Let me have a look. What's your favourite thing to build? Because I know that you are literally jack of all. But what's your you know when you're at home and you finish the kit, so you've just done that MiG-25, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
When you turn round and you think, have you got a stash?
Yes.
Decent.
It's
Right.
quite small.
Right, okay. But when you spin round and you go,
It's
that
art.
one. Box art.
Box art, really.
You get suckered in with box art.
Yeah, definitely. And then my expectations rapidly dwindle when the kit is half the size of the box.
Right, okay. But what is, when you turn around, do you go jet, helicopter? Is it just spur of the moment thing?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, sometimes it might be where it's come from. See, the Belfast I'm on with at the moment, that was a gift.
Right.
So I like to get them sort of built and finished so I can show.
Yeah.
Geared.
I understand that, mate.
You know.
Okay.
Because that's not always from the wife, that'll be from stepson's girlfriend, that sort of thing. Or
Yeah, you've got to know that, haven't you?
Yeah. So there.
Okay. Right. You look on YouTube for builders and stuff, don't you? And are you a telly watcher or a YouTube watcher?
Netflix and YouTube.
Netflix and YouTube?
Yeah.
Seinfeld's just started.
I have no idea what that is.
180 episodes of comedy genius. YouTube. Is there, have you know when they come on and they go, subscribe, hit that notification bell?
Yeah, I'll do them and then they turn up and then I probably never look
Who?
again.
Who?
Don't know, I'll just keep doing it.
Alright, okay.
Because they asked me at the beginning.
Right, okay. You must, right. Oh,
Well, when I originally look at it, if I'm doing a 262 jet,
yeah.
I'll put in whatever.
262 jet?
262 build. And whatever pops up, I'll look at them.
Right, okay. Yeah, cool. Worst build.
I think, if I've got my numbers right, it was a Airfix 105 gun.
Right.
My God.
Why?
Well, when they cast it, the top plate must have been offset to the bottom plate.
Right.
So everything was about a millimetre out.
Alright.
So even though I shaved a bit off, say, the barrel, the other side would need a bit shaving off.
Yeah.
And then it'd be more of an oval barrel. And every tiny piece was like that, so...
Is it an old kit?
Threw it away, it's a classic kit.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't there. I don't think they do that yet. But yeah, I bought that online somewhere and I threw it away.
Just binned it. Yeah, just binned it. On the other side of that, most treasured... Now then, it's a funny question, this. Most treasured build, right? So the thing that, you know, Martin, I'm in earlier, mate. Oh, call in for a coffee. And I come in and you go, oh, you've got to look at this. What is it?
I think that would be the 111. I think it's a 111. Camouflage, wings and white body.
111? What? F-111?
No, the German bomber. I think it's a 111.
From World War II?
Yeah.
Alright. Have you brought it in? Have you
Yeah,
brought it in?
You photographed it. It's all white body.
Oh yes, I can remember.
Something
That
like
is
that.
gorgeous,
Yeah,
actually.
right.
Yeah, it is.
That's very nice.
Have you got a kit in your stash that is just so means so much to you that you're never going to build it, or are you a builder?
It'll probably be the first one that I got as a present. That's from my wife.
So you've no plans on building that, mate. It's just going to stay there.
Probably, yeah.
You're going to hand it down.
I'll probably die next to it.
Yeah, throw that in my box. It's coming in with me. I'll build it when I'm in there. Right, okay. COVID again. So we've missed shows, haven't we, mate? But what are you a showman? You come to shows?
No, they're quite difficult to get to on my shift.
That's right.
Only every other weekend or from Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, you work for that big company, don't you?
And driving far is just not in my...
No. Okay. Which leads me on to the next question. With your job, when do you get time to build?
I do about an hour when I come home from at night.
To unwind? Was Mrs. in bed?
Yeah. And on my nights off, I spend 4 or 5 hours doing it.
Just steady away, mate. Yeah. Cool. Okay. What do you do? Because you've built hundreds of kits. I think you're like...
No, not about hundreds.
Mate, you're like... There's Alistair at top. He's built 768. Yeah. I think you're next. What do you do with them when you've done them?
I cram them in my cupboard. They don't touch each other, but they look like it.
So, is it full?
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do with next 50 kits that you build?
Build a shed. Well, I'm on with it now. I'm busy laying.
You are building the shed?
For the base.
Yeah, because I've got a couch for you.
No. It'll be 10 foot by 14 foot.
That's a decent space.
Mm.
And it's just for Martin?
Yeah.
No gym, no laundry, dryer?
No. Stuff.
So you're going to have to start and think about shelving and what cabinets and stuff, aren't you, really?
Lining it. Insulation.
Yeah, cut the cost down on your gas fire.
Yeah, that I won't have.
No
fires.
No fires. Okay. Photo etching resin, yes or no?
Yes. I use it. It's quite difficult, especially photo etch.
Yeah.
Resin, they're a bit hit and miss.
I'm not a big resin fan. I don't think it's...
They don't have interiors.
It doesn't seem the same as...
Whether it's just because I've used poor quality kits, they just seem to be quite bland.
Bland is the word, Martin.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, okay. Right. Do you bring the hobby up to strangers?
Actually, yes.
How?
Well, I've just had a call. I bought a bicycle 2 nights ago, second-hand.
Yeah.
So yesterday I took it to a bike shop.
Right.
I needed fettling.
Yeah.
And I'm not going down the road again without buying loads of tools and oils and lubes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he just belled me and says, your bike's ready to be collected. I said, oh, that's great. But I'm at the modelling club, in brackets, Airfix, because there's always lots of innuendos about
Yeah.
And so I'll be there after I finished at this club. Now he knows, but I didn't tell him. So he knows now that I do models. And he might comment on it when I get there, Or people at work, I'll show them pictures on my phone and stuff.
Do they dig it? Do they get it?
Yeah, they like it. My manager, she's from Poland, and I said, hey, look, I built this. The Ork Grom, Polish battleship.
Mm-hmm.
So I built this. I said, oh yeah, the Ork Grom, that's thunder.
Really?
She knew about it.
Chuffing hell.
I was very surprised and she liked it. So
That's really good though, that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you bring it up? Why? What are you trying to achieve?
I don't know, maybe I'm proud of it.
One,
The build itself and just open lines of
communication.
chatter and communication.
Okay. Right, let me have a look on the other side. Have you got a favourite genre? We talked about favourite kits, but have you got a favourite genre? World War II, fast jets?
Not really.
You'll build out your mate, won't you?
Yeah, but I like vehicles.
You do like your vehicles, I've noticed that.
Especially
Yeah.
soft skin vehicles. We haven't got many of them. They don't seem to do
Okay.
British ones, modern.
Okie dokie.
Set of Bedford.
Oh, good question. Do you think that social media adds pressure to the hobby?
At the beginning, it did. There's
Really? Why is that?
There's a site called, I think it's Elite Models.
Right. Right. Elite Model Productions.
Yeah, and I joined that and I thought, oh God, they're amazing.
Yeah.
But
But
I'm not going to watch any more of them.
right.
There's pressure there. If they're really, really good, you're like, I'm never going to get that big.
When you post on Club regularly, and you get loads of guys going, that looks great.
Mm.
Do you think that how do you take that? Do you take that as in, thanks a lot lads, I'm moving on to the next build, or do you think I have got to now do even better on my next one? Does it add pressure? Or don't you care?
It doesn't add pressure to me. But I look at, in fact, once I've built it, I put it in the cupboard and that's it.
Done.
Yeah, or I might bring it here to show on the table, and then put it away and then never get it out again. And but then the next build, I might think, oh, if I did that last time, I'll use something else on this, might make it a little bit better than that.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Constantly learning then.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think you can ever stop in this game.
I'll switch that question round. So, do you think it adds pressure? So, on the other hand, does social media bring insight into how to develop skill? Have you learned much from social media?
Yes.
As in?
Only that. I can't remember specifically, but had I not used it, then I'd just still be on a airy stick and just gluing it together, painting it. But now, down to canopies. My God, there's that many ways to mask a canopy.
Not even.
And I try them all.
Yeah, and they're all as bad as each other.
Thanks.
Not yours. Now then, you build tanks, don't you?
Yeah, I built a couple of army. Yeah.
Right, links or stretch?
I've not done an individual. I have done an individual. No, that was horrible.
Right.
Glue everywhere.
Yeah.
They don't run smoothly like that.
Yeah.
All over the place.
So you prefer the rubber band ones?
Yeah, I do like them. They're nice, easy. You've got your wheels on, you chuck it on, you staple it if it's hidden, and then you just paint it.
Crack on.
Yeah.
I like rubber band ones as well. Alright. Okie dokie. Best tip, best bit of advice you've been given in modelling?
Wear a latex glove.
Who told you that?
I saw it online. Because I've also found, however long you hold it, there's an interaction between your skin and the model.
Yeah.
And you might think you've got a dry finger.
Yeah.
As you're holding it, it must start to sweat slightly.
You do.
And then you end up with the imprint and whatever it is. It might not even be painted, it might just be the plastic.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah.
And then you have the sander, and then you got a clean.
That's a good one, that actually.
Even if it's only one glove.
Yeah.
Because you need this to be feeling down.
I like that. Okie dokie. Coming up to the end, I ask this of everybody. I am a manufacturer. I have got untold amounts of money, and I'm coming to you and I'm saying I will build your dream kit in any scale, whatever it is, with whatever you want. So, what manufacturer am I?
I think I'd be trumpeter.
I'd be trumpeter, and what would you be asking for?
A 148 scale or 135 scale, Leyland drops.
What is that?
It's the British Army's cargo carrying vehicle of the since the late 80s right up to 10 years ago.
So you were a driver?
Yeah.
You drove one?
Yeah, and there isn't any out there.
Is there not? They're into kit?
No.
And
So there is one kit and it's about 80 quid.
Yeah.
And I think that's a resin.
So what is it? So a trumpeter, 1 in 35.
8-wheel vehicle, it's like a skip lorry. It's a hook comes down, hooks under your pallet rack, pulls it on top of the truck, off you drive. That's it.
Right, cool.
But yeah, there's nothing.
I'm glad that you answered that really quickly because some of the guys, they really can't. Let me just have a look here. Where do you see yourself in 12 months with modelling, apart from having a fuller cabinet?
Yeah, in a shed.
Is it, right,
It's doing Battlestar Galactica.
is there something now, right, you come to club, you model on the night when you get in from work, you've not got a goal where you want to, so when I always put too much glue on, I always put too much primer on, I always knacker this little bit up, I can never sound the C mark correctly, where...
There is that. Seams, they're awful.
On what though? Aircraft fuselage?
Definitely aircrafts, yeah, all over them. I found that once you put some, I found that if you put a pen mark along it, then you fill it in, then you sand it off. If you can still see that pen mark, then the seam's still there. But I can't bring myself to put more filler in it to sort it out.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe I'm getting slightly fed up with it.
Last question. And this is a no question. You're the first one to be asked it. There's a young kid sat in club right now, 13, 14, and he's dropped on your table, right? And he says, Mister, I'm brand new to this, right? I love it, I really want to get into it. And he's going to say to you, what are the top 3 things that I need to build? What do I need to go and say to my dad? Dad, for Christmas I want to, because these, not kits as in buy this kit because it goes together flawlessly. I'm talking about, oh mate, you've got to have a Lancaster in there, you've got to have a Vulcan bomber in there, you've got to have a Tomcat in there. What 3 things has he got to build?
You need to learn.
No, to say that in his bedroom, on his shelf, right, he's got to have 3 iconic things that are like, that, and he can say to his mates, that is a Lancaster bomb. I'll give you a better one, that's a Spitfire. That is a Spitfire. World War II, Battle of Britain, fought the Germans, got to have a Spitfire. That's a Mark 5, it's low shit, well this, it will that. Next to it, Vulcan bomber, Cold War bomber, got to have it. What's the 3 things that lad's got to build?
I think you're right on the Spitfire, it's definitely there everywhere.
Yeah.
Probably you walk through any town and you'll see one somewhere, even if it's in an advert for some random item.
Yeah.
It'll be there. So
got to have a Spitfire. Mate, you've got to build a Spitfire.
And there's got to be a Land Rover.
Really?
Yeah, British Army ran on Land Rovers for Christ knows how long. Still are.
You're the first person that said that. And I've asked this question online. Land Rover. Okay.
Any version. Oh no, not any. Not a Wimmick. No more specific.
Right.
Soft top.
So on his shelf he's got a Spitfire, he's got a Land Rover. What else has he got to build? One more thing. And in 12 months' time when we do Spotlight Star again, you'll say, I'll scratch that number 3 because I'll change it to her. But right now, what else is he building?
I'm thinking of something more like a space shuttle.
Good answer.
They're the future.
Good answer.
Not the science fiction future, but the now. Man, I know they've got rid of them, but
I'm going to share something. I'm going to share something with you. I've asked this question online, right? And me and Rob in Canada, we were chatting, and I asked them guys the same question, and they came out with, well, I find it, it's in here somewhere, they come out with, Paul from Liverpool said, Spitfire, a 109, an F4, a 262 and a B17. So I'm
He's
just
got
going
5 choices.
Yeah, but okay. Rob said Spitfire, 109, 262, a Stuka and a B17.
Oh, no.
Right? Yeah, iconic. But I said, Spitfire, Lancaster, Concorde, Wright Flyer, and Space Shuttle. So me and you agreed, Space Shuttle. I said, how can you've got to have a Wright Flyer.
God, they're hard.
Yeah, there is hard. Yeah, they are hard. I'm not saying he's gonna, but he's got to have a Wright Flyer, he's got to have a Concorde, and he's got to have a Space Shuttle. And you've said Space Shuttle.
I'm not interested. I'm not happy with the Concorde.
Not happy with Concorde?
It's just white and V-shaped. How is that interesting in all this world?
You've gone for, on the shelf, Spitfire.
Yeah.
Let's nail this down. He's going to build a Spitfire, he's got to build an LM, he's got to build a Land Rover, and he's got to build a Space Shuttle. Is there any three for now?
Yeah, they're mine for now.
Happy days. Have you enjoyed your chat?
Yes, I have.
Martin Radforth.
Now I'll have to buy a Space Shuttle.
You will have to buy a Space Shuttle. Down at the club. Martin's done Spotlight Style this morning. Hope everybody's well. Enjoyed it, Mark? Yeah, spot on.
Very good, yeah.
Happy days, mate.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll get you on YouTube. You'll be on telly.
Okay.
Catch you later.
Goodbye.
Cheers. Cheers, Mark. Lovely that. And a lot better with the camera shake. I'll edit